Every year or two, I go through my spice cabinet and throw out all the old spices. And I can see everybody else has done the same thing. You know, the spices are 5 years old, they're useless. They lost all their flavor. But the one flavor that never goes out is salt. Salt always keeps its flavor. Salt never goes bad, even if it's in my cabinet for 100 years. And so when Jesus says, "You're the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its taste, with what can it be seasoned?" So how is it that the salt loses its taste? Well, I think there's two ways. One is the actions, and two is the beliefs. Salt loses its taste if we behave like the rest of the world, that we live and act and believe no different than anyone else. That's the problem in the first reading, where the Israelites have come back from their Babylonian captivity, decided to get back to Jerusalem and build a temple. And as they built the temple, they're worshiping it and they're saying, "What gives? God isn't blessing us any better than anyone else. Why?" And the prophet is telling them, "Because you're acting no different than anyone else." I mean, any other religion would have a temple. They would sacrifice to it. They would do exactly the same things you do. And so you're not distinctive. You're not salt. The only way you can be salt is if you give your bread to the hungry, clothe the naked, shelter the homeless. All these things which everybody else is not doing, that's what will set you apart. That's what will make you salt for the world. And the second way that you're salt for the world is by what we believe. In the second reading, Paul says that I'll preach nothing but Christ and Him crucified. Every other religion, God's on top of the world. God just kind of looks down his nose at mortal men and kind of pushes them around, makes fun of them, does all sorts of mean things to them. But not ours. Ours is one who is willing to take human flesh and die a criminal's death on the cross and be raised on the third day. That message of salvation, that message of forgiveness, that message of infinite love of God for each and every one of us is what sets us apart from any other religion. It is our deeds and our beliefs that make us salt, that set us aside so that we can be a beacon shining on a hill, on a lampstand, so that all can see our good deeds and before our Heavenly Father, and to give praise and thanks to God because they have seen Christ through us.